What's going on, guys? Parker here, and I am back with another video. And today I got my top 5 NBA Prize Picks player props for the day. And before we get into this video, guys, do me a favor and subscribe to the channel down below if you are new, as well as giving this video a big thumbs up because that really helps the channel out a ton and helps push my content out to more and more people each and every single day. So I really would appreciate that as well. And then also, guys, before we get into this video, I want to talk a little bit about Sleeper Fantasy, who is running a free Nikola Jokic square for tonight, NBA Thursday on TNT. There's a free Nikola Jokic square for new users when you use code FF23. You'll get that free Nikola Jokic square as well as a 100% deposit on your first match up to $100. So you guys want to take advantage of that Jokic square today. You also definitely want to take advantage of that 100% deposit match because that's literally just giving you free money pretty much is what it's doing. So you definitely want to take advantage of that as well. And yeah, guys, we have an awesome big NBA slate for a Thursday tonight. I'm not sure how many games. Let me look it up real quick. NBA schedule. Let me look up how many games are on tonight. We got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 9-game NBA slate tonight. So it's a huge NBA slate for a Thursday because usually Thursdays are like the TNT games, obviously those 2 games, and then there's like one other game. Tonight we got 9, and we have an awesome slate. We have a huge matchup between the Lakers and Nuggets. Lakers have been looking really good as of late. Obviously, the Nuggets are the Nuggets in LA this time, so that'll be a Western Conference Finals rematch tonight. Really excited to watch that game because if you know anything about me, you know I'm the world's biggest LeBron James fan. Plus, diehard Kentucky fan from Kentucky. So Anthony Davis is my second favorite player. So really excited for that matchup tonight. Other good games as well. You got what's the first TNT game? I'm assuming it's Cavs Nets. Maybe it's Cavs Nets. Maybe it's Mavs Knicks. One of those 2 games. So yeah, good NBA slate tonight. But without further ado, guys, let's get right into today's plays. So first off, I got Anthony Davis over 24.5 points versus the Nuggets. So Davis is over this line in 10 of his last 14 games at home. So he's been covering this line at home at a really high rate. Nuggets allow the 7th most points per game in the NBA to centers this season. They have struggled drastically versus the center position compared to how they are versus every other position. So it's not like they're a very good defensive team to centers. Jokic is obviously not great defensively either. Davis should be able to have his way on the offensive end. Obviously, Anthony Davis is definitely going to struggle with that matchup defensively, but he's got Nikola Jokic on the other end, who's not a very good defender. And if Anthony Davis stays aggressive throughout the game, he should be able to soar over this line. First time they played this season was on opening night. Davis ended with 17 points, having them all in the first half. However, he was just not aggressive in the second half. But when he was aggressive early, he had his absolute way in that matchup. So I think Davis is going to stay aggressive tonight. This is a big game for the Lakers because they're trying to climb their way out of that play-in tournament, and they definitely have a shot to get out of the play-in tournament. They just got to keep playing well. So really confident AD has a big night. Really like this matchup for Davis. So Anthony Davis over 24.5 points versus the Nuggets is my first play of the day. Next up, I got Kevin Durant over 27.5 points versus the Jazz. So Durant's gone for 38 plus in both matchups versus the Jazz this season. He's been absolutely dominant versus this Utah team. He's over this line in 6 of his last 7 matchups versus the Jazz as well. Jazz allow the 2nd most points per game in the NBA to power forwards this season. Durant is technically a power forward. He plays the power forward position. So this is an ideal matchup for Kevin Durant to have a big night. He should be able to have a huge night tonight. He should have a lot of volume tonight. And overall, I think Kevin Durant gets it done. I think he has a really big night. Like I said, 38 plus in both matchups versus the Jazz this season. Looks too good to be true, but I just think he's going to soar over. So Kevin Durant over 27.5 points versus the Jazz is my next play. Next up, I got Andrew Wiggins over 11.5 points versus the Pacers. First of all, where has the world gone that Andrew Wiggins' lines are this low? He's had a crazy fall off for somebody who's supposed to just be entering their prime. But this is just an ideal matchup for Wiggins. Now, this is all as long as Wiggins doesn't get traded early today before 3 o'clock. So if he gets traded early, if you're watching this video at like 4 and Wiggins is a member of the Pacers, then don't listen to this. But Pacers allow the fourth most points per game in the NBA to small forwards. He's over this line in 4 out of his last 5 matchups versus the Pacers. He's over this line in 6 out of his last 8 games. This line is way too low for a forward versus the Pacers. We know the Pacers struggle so much versus forwards. They can't guard the power forward or small forward positions at all. And Andrew Wiggins and Kuminga likely will both have big nights. So really confident in this. Really like this matchup for Wiggins. Really think he has a big game. So Andrew Wiggins over 11.5 points versus the Pacers is my third play of the day. Next up, I got Cam Thomas under 33.5 PRA versus the Cavs. Now I know I took a Cam Thomas under last week and it did not hit. He absolutely balled out versus Sixers. However, this line is just way too high tonight. Thomas has gone under this line in 4 out of his last 5 games. Cavaliers allow the fewest points per game to shooting guards this season in the entire NBA, so this is a horrible matchup for Cam Thomas. Cavs allow the 7th fewest rebounds per game to shooting guards. Cavs allow the 2nd fewest assists per game to shooting guards. Cavs overall dominate the shooting guard position. They give shooting guards struggles throughout this season. They've definitely given shooting guards their fair share of struggles. And Cam Thomas, obviously a shooting guard. Obviously, yes, he's a really good player, but overall, I just don't think he gets it done in the spot. Don't think he gets it done. Don't think he really has a big night. So I'm really confident that Cam Thomas goes under this line tonight. So Cam Thomas under 33.5 PRA versus the Cavs is my 4th play of the day. Next up, also just got word, not word like I'm Woj or anything, but Woj just tweeted Buddy Hield's on the Pacers or on the Sixers now. He just got traded to the Sixers, so big move for the Sixers there. But Anthony Edwards over 32.5 points plus rebounds versus the Bucks. He's over this line with ease in 2 straight games. He's over this line in 5 of his last 8 games overall, so he's been playing really well as of late. Bucks allow the 3rd most points per game in the NBA to shooting guards this season. Bucks allow the 4th most rebounds per game in the NBA to shooting guards this season. Overall, we know you take your guards versus the Bucks. The Bucks struggle drastically versus guards. They struggle really badly versus guards, shooting guards or point guards. And this is just an ideal matchup for one of the best young players in the NBA. He should have a huge night. We know with Edwards, he almost always plays better against the good teams. He gets up for these matchups, and I think it's no different tonight. I think he has a big night, and Anthony Edwards over 32.5 points plus rebounds versus the Bucks is my 5th and final play. So those were my top 5 NBA PrizePicks player props for the day. Like I said, if you enjoyed this video and you do want to see more from me, go ahead and subscribe to the channel down below, as well as giving this video a big thumbs up and leaving a comment down below, because all those things really help me out a ton and they really show your guys' support. Also, make sure to check out Sleeper Fantasy and use my code FF23 for an 100% match on your first deposit up to $100, as well as access to this free Nikola Jokic square. So take advantage of that free square. Take advantage of my code. Helps me out a ton. The link to that will be down below as the top link in the description. But that's really all I got for this video. I hope you all did enjoy this video. And without further ado, let's hopefully see you tomorrow with a 5-0 sweep. And I'll see you guys on the next one.